Super Draco here, and we're back for part 3 of the Lego Droideka. So welcome back to Why, the show where I don't always have a good answer for that question. So we're going to continue the Droideka from where we left off. As before, I believe we built the legs, and I think part of the upper torso. And so as we can see here, a lot of Technic bits. So I assume at least part of the arms will be done in this segment. Not gonna lie, I really don't remember this build too much. So anyway, continuing from the last video, these are probably all going up over the course of a week or so, unless my work has something going on that interferes with that. Okay, I believe this is the shoulder mechanism actually, because I think this is a part of the reciprocation. Could be wrong, but I think that's the case. Anyway, so this has been an interesting build so far, very unique. And again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Droideka is weird because, you know, it's one of the things where it wasn't there for very long, but it has this huge popularity, which maybe shouldn't be that surprising. As Boba Fett did the same thing back in the Empire Strikes Back, and then General Grievous did it again in Episode 3. But maybe that's part of the appeal. These things are really cool because we didn't see a lot of them. It's a good thought experiment. Might be why in wrestling I love Finn Balor's Demon King gimmick, because it isn't seen very often. Anyway, but we're not talking about wrestling today, we're talking about Lego. So yeah, that is the shoulder mechanism. So then we're going to bring over the upper body. And we got 2 pins on the upper body that are going to go into those vacant holes in the middle of those bars. And so now we have that reciprocating action. So either the Droideka's firing or they're doing that Eddie Guerrero shoulder shimmy. If you know, you know. Surprisingly, this set does not use a lot of stickers, which is a good thing. It means most of the detail on the greebling comes from parts. But I'm also a weirdo in that stickers don't bother me like they do some people. But I guess me being a weirdo, I guess that's par for the course, because since I typically work night shift, I find most of us people on night shift are a bunch of weirdos. But regardless. Alright, so for the uninitiated, these Lego builds, I don't take them that seriously because it's Lego. Lego's meant to be chill. I mean, I say that, and I brought out the tweezers just to make sure I apply that sticker as straight as I want. It's not perfectly straight, but it's close enough. Now, I'm not entirely sure what these are. I've heard somebody tell me these were the shield generators. I would look it up, but I just don't want to deal with Wikipedia and all their drama. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm not a fan of drama, so I try to not spread it. Anyway, so tell me in the comments section, are these the shield generator? Because I seem to remember in that final battle in the Phantom Menace, the one Jar Jar Binks accidentally killed was also discharging blaster bolts from there. Or am I misremembering? You know what? It's bothering me, so I'm actually going to look it up. I'm not seeing a lot about it. Well, I guess we'll dig into one of the wikis. Let's see. I am not seeing anything. And that's gonna bug me. Let's go over to Legends. Maybe they'll tell me. Huh. Oh, there we go. There's a schematic. Okay, those side flaps are they project the deflector shield. Okay. So now I've learned something. So now we're building the arm. Now that I cut back and look at the video, now that I've actually learned something. Oh no, are we building? Yeah, we're building the arm. I was about to say, are we building the other projector? But if we are, I've already done that. Now, I do believe I mess up the steps on this and have to go back and forth a bit. That's why you don't build Lego tired. So, We got about 5 minutes of video left, so it's self-promotion time. So, Big One, Chapter 4 of my fantasy story, The King of Mercenaries, is live on my Fiction Press account. Super Draco 380, super in all caps, just like my YouTube channel. Check it out if you like fantasy stories. Chapter 4 features a mage duel and a samurai battling a wampus. Now, as I built this, I felt there was a lost opportunity to include some blast effects. You know, if I had the time, energy, and money, I would also see about sourcing a bunch of windows, because I had an idea how to build a semi-reflector shield out of a bunch of window pieces. But all that aside, I actually really like the design of this blaster. Because it's just so complete and filled in. And I mean, I don't mind some studs just to give it some detail, but like the major gaps are mostly covered from most angles. And I just appreciate how much thought and energy went into this. Now the arms are interestingly designed. They've got, technically just from the design, it's got a double elbow, but one joint up at the bicep and then one at the actual elbow. But it also gives the arm that natural feel. And here is one of the few things, because the instructions actually do a good job of showing you how these tubes fit. Well, I shouldn't say tubes. They're actually, I believe, extended Indiana Jones whips. But they don't do a good job, in my opinion. Because I believe I put them in backwards. And the instructions did not do a good job of showing where those are supposed to go. Because that one I put in the wrong hole. And I'm comparing it to the instructions, and just the angle in the picture they chose for the instructions is not the best. So then I'm looking and I notice it goes in the back of the blaster, so I'm like, oh, that's where it goes. So we're doing that. Now, just due to the shape of the piece, it doesn't want to go and stay. I've got it, but you notice it's really long, or it's not long, but it's really taut, and is actually going to inhibit movement. And that's because I've got those backwards. I eventually do correct this, but like I said, I'm just saying the instructions do not do a good job here, which is out of character for LEGO. So then we're going to mount that onto the assembly like so. And I believe that is going to finish that section up. Except we got one more thing. We're building a kind of a fake piston. And this is one thing I don't like. I hate pseudo pistons. I mean, they don't have to be functional, you know, have tension or anything, but when they're just stuck there like that, I don't like that. It just feels lazy to me. So that'll wrap up this pack. Thanks for watching. See you for part 4.